part of this conversation is how parties and campaigns think about who's part of their staff, right? In 2020, we saw this important conversation happening about what happens when you are inclusive of people of color on your staff who can, and not just in a role in which they're thinking about uh, specific demographic outreach, right? Oftentimes, people of color included in those. How do we reach out to this group, right? And as Dr. Sandoval said, they don't necessarily get the money to do that outreach. But when there's more inclusion of people on staff who are saying, "This is how we do this better," right? This is how we think more inclusively about communities of color and how they matter as part of this conversation. I think you get better outcomes. You get better moments with candidates, right? Even though Elizabeth Warren didn't win, right? It was so meaningful that Elizabeth Warren showed up to that Black Women's Roundtable, right? And it could have been the case that she didn't go, right? But she had key people on her staff who said, this is an event you should go to, right? And it matters that candidates are being thoughtful about who's part of their campaign, and that extends to parties thinking about and raising the voices of these campaign professionals of color.